Hey, Volcanic here. Well, I finally took down got the Jedis all packed up, and I'm getting ready to do my next scene. I'm getting ready to do all the bar scenes. I got my bag of bones, got my bar pieces, my other bar pieces, some miscellaneous parts. I got some tile out here, getting ready to design out a huge bar scene. I want to do Jabba's Palace, the Cantina, the bar in the new episodes, Hondo's bar from the Clone Wars, and all the other bars from the Clone Wars all mixed into one huge Star Wars club. You know, so this isn't going to be any kind of movie accurate display. This is just going to be all the bars, big party house. I have a huge box here just full of Jabba's people and this and that. This is probably twice the size of my Jedi collection you just seen. This is more my bigger set. I also would like to do an update. I forgot to add the most important saber user out of all the saber users there is. And you could probably even put him right up with the Jedi. Now we got Vizsla here. He should have been in that display I had. I don't know if you guys aren't familiar with the Clone Wars, you might not understand what this saber is in his hand. Yes, it looks like a sword, but this is no sword. In the Clone Wars, Vizsla says that this saber, this is like this black part is not metal. This is actually a lightsaber. It's like black and it's got like electricity around it with a purple edge. And this is the saber hilt right here. And he says, and during the Old Republic, the Death Watch and the Mandalorians stole this from the Jedi Temple. So this is like an original saber before lightsabers. And when Darth Maul kills Vizsla here, Darth Maul takes this sword and uses it. And this is one cool sword. I mean, this is probably the coolest lightsaber out of all the lightsabers I've ever seen. If you have not seen this lightsaber in action, please go down and scroll down my homepage. I have a Clone Wars section, and right in the front list you should see Vizsla holding the sword. Click on that video and watch that sword in action. Listen to how it sounds. This is one of the coolest sabers I've ever seen in the Star Wars series. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't stick him in the display with all the rest of the saber users and stuff, because he would have looked great in there. And plus, this is just a one-of-a-kind lightsaber. It's awesome. Again, if you haven't seen it, go and look up that video on my page. You'll see it right there with Vizsla holding it, and check it out, and you won't be disappointed. That is one cool scene. Actually, the fight between Vizsla and Darth Maul is epic. It's awesome. So check it out if you haven't checked it out, and if you know about it, you know, we'll talk about it in the comments or whatnot. But yeah, I just wanted to give that quick update, whatnot, what I'm doing. This scene is going to take me quite a while to do. It's going to take me a few days at least to set this up. It's not going to be like major setup. I'm not going to go full out on the diorama, because whatever I make I have to take down like the next day, you know. And when I get these display cases here hooked up, I will be doing a permanent bar scene with lights and the whole works, you know, music and everything in there. So yeah, that'll be real cool. But I just wanted to give this little quick update. Yeah, for you, actually, I should probably show Vizsla a little bit. Vizsla has very cool backpack. Comes with a saber. He's got 2 pistols. He is kind of skinny, but he has a lot of good detail. If you can see all the coloring. He's got 2 pistols that are removable. He's got this awesome Mandalorian cape. Goes over his shoulder. The helmet is removable. I'm not sure why they gave Vizsla hair. I mean, he had hair in the first episode or two, but I mean, majority of the episodes he was bald in. As you'll see in the fight between him and Darth Maul, he was bald in that one. He's got cool markings on his shoulder. He's the leader of the Death Watch. These are the Mandalorians that were not happy to join the Republic, and they believe that their roots to their warrior is what they should be. They should be warriors, not peace people. So they hold a tradition. Now he has swivel waist. Actually, I think that's what bald. Can move up and down and full circles. You can take the cape off too. He has full movement in his arms, elbows, wrist. He's got all the articulation that you need. His legs will even go to a split. Forward, back, knees, swivel knee and swivel foot. It's a very good figure. A little on the skinny side for my taste, but all Clone Wars figures are skinny. But he is definitely one awesome character, and I just like to say, you should just say, if you haven't checked out the Clone Wars, do it up. I'll be honest with you. I'm in my mid-40s, so I grew up with the first 3 movies, and I'm a diehard on the first Star Wars movies. Now, when the prequels came out, I had all my friends say that they did not like the prequels, blah 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 blah. I'm into the first movies. I just couldn't hold that mentality. I love all the movies. Nothing will ever replace Episode 4, 5, and 6 in my heart. I love Episode 4, 5, and 6, but that doesn't take away anything from the new movies. It doesn't hurt the older movies, the new movies. It's just more storyline, and I enjoyed the new movies. I mean, it wasn't... If I want to try to compare them from Star Wars Episode 4, 5, and 6, from 1, 2, and 3, there's no comparison, okay? That's true, but that doesn't mean the prequels are gotta be bad and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I really like the storylines, and they answer so many questions that we were always wondering about. And, I like the prequels. And when the Clone Wars first came out, I went to the drive-in theater to watch the Clone Wars. And, I liked it. I liked it at the drive-in. I was like, this is cool. I'd like to watch these. And I tried to keep up with it. I tried, and I just missed so many episodes, and I caught one here, I caught one there. And then when Netflix came out with all 6 seasons on Netflix, I sat down, got me a big bowl of popcorn, and I watched all 6 seasons, and I don't regret it. I love it. I found that the Clone Wars is... I put it up there in my top, man, because, I mean, how can I explain this? Okay, when we were in the first, say, Star Wars movies, when they first came out, and Luke and Ben and everybody went into Mos Eisley, and they're on the speeder, and then they go into the cantina, I was the type of person who was wishing that I could leave Luke and Ben, let them go off on their journey, let me go down the street. I want to check out what's going on in Mos Eisley. You know what I mean? And that's how I always was with all the movies. They show you such a small piece of their world, and they're more focused on the characters and the storylines than the worlds themselves. And we only see a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I was the type of person who was always saying, I wish I could, ditch those guys and go down the street and check out what's in this place and what's in that place. I want to see these. I want to see the citizens. I want to see, all the stuff. And that's what Clone Wars provides. Clone Wars shows you, you walk around these sets. You get to see things that they don't show you in relationships, and it is really, really good. And Clone Wars does answer a whole lot of questions. There's so many questions that we've been asking over the years. Well, the answers, Lucas put them right into the Clone Wars. So don't be shy of the Clone Wars. Don't be hateful of it. Yes, it's computer animated. Yeah, they're a little on the skinny side, but trust me, if you can get through the first season, you'll fall in love with the characters, you'll fall in love with the storyline. Well, most of you should. If you've got an open mind, you will. But I don't regret watching it, and I find it to be a great addition to the Star Wars story. I just really, really like the Clone Wars, and there's certain episodes of the Clone Wars that just are so freaking phenomenal that it's not funny. It's just really, really good stuff. But I'm not going to sit here and talk about the Clone Wars. I know most of the people on, especially our older generations of the Star Wars fans, they're not into the Clone Wars, they're not into the prequels, so I won't keep bashing that into your head, but I just say give it a chance, and whatever you do, don't try to compare them. You can't compare apples to oranges. There's no point in it, and it's just, you can't say one's better than the other, or this is better than the other. I mean, they're all unique and great in their own way, and that's just my personal opinion. If you don't share this opinion, I'm sorry. I respect your opinion for not liking them and this and that, but I'm just trying to say that, I got an open mind. I love the Star Wars stuff. Anything to do with Star Wars, all the books, all the shows. I mean, I love it all. I'm even a fan of the Droids cartoon. I'm a fan of the Ewoks cartoon. I'm a fan of the Ewok Adventures. I even, as a kid, watched the stupid Chewbacca Life Day Christmas special, and I liked it. When I was a kid, I'll watch it now, and it's like, it's horrible. Like, oh my God, how could I like that when I was a kid? But when I was a kid, man, I was digging it, man. I was singing along with Chewie and Chewie's wife and kid, and it was fun. But that's just my personal opinion, and hope you guys respect that, because I respect your guys' opinion. But if I could get one person who maybe hasn't watched the Clone Wars, or or has a very negative outlook on the prequels, and if I can get them just to open their mind up a little bit to see it for what it is and not compare it to what it was, it's just, I'd be real happy, But I respect everybody. I mean, certain people will never like the prequels. Certain people will never get into computer animated shows. Certain people don't like cartoons, or even these small specials, and I can respect that. But my imagination with Star Wars is pretty broad. I mean, it's such a big world with such a small story. You just got these couple people, Luke and Han and Leia and them, and their family, and there's so much more to Star Wars than them. You know what I mean? Yes, they are the main characters, and that's what he's writing about, and that's who we're focusing on. But in reality, there is so many more stories in Star Wars that need to be told, and I would never be happy with just the original 3 movies. I would always want more, and it's a good thing. But if you don't like it, you don't like it, but that's cool. But I just had to do a little quick update here and show Vizsla, because I just cannot believe I didn't put him in the saber users. I mean, he's an awesome saber user, and that saber is one of the first lightsabers. I mean, it was stolen from the Old Republic, and it was on display there, so I imagine it was even older in the Old Republic. It was probably older than the Old Republic, so it's a pretty unique saber. And again, if you don't know what the saber is and you have not seen the saber in use, I do recommend you just at least check out Vizsla fighting Darth Maul and using the saber, and Darth Maul taking it. It's a really good scene, and it's an awesome saber. It's very cool. But I am going to cut this a little bit short, and I'm going to start working on this. So this should come out really, really nice, I hope. And hopefully give me over the weekend, and hopefully by Monday or Tuesday I should have this set up. I'm not sure if I can even fit all these figures on the table. There might be too much here. But I'll do my best to try to fit it all onto this table and build something up nice. I still have to pack up the pilots here. I haven't done that yet, but I got all the Jedis packed up, so. And, well, I still got my Ming. Darth Ming. Alright, guys, man. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I could use your support. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video, man. Take care, everybody.